As we inch towards colder days, the air quality across Delhi NCR is already deteriorating with pollution levels rising. As Diwali approaches, the festive week could see a further spike as firecrackers add to the existing mix of stubble smoke, dust and vehicular emissions, making the capital's air heavier in the days after the festival. Now, the rise in pollutants is already posing health risk for children, the elderly and those with respiratory conditions. As the capital races for post-Diwali smog, authorities face growing pressure to act fast, while residents are urged to limit outdoor activities.
During this time, the winter season just starts and the temperature started dipping. During the lower temperature, meteorology plays really important role to increase the levels of air quality in atmosphere. So meteorology is very important factor, and along with that, there are few more sources which adds to this. One is your vehicular pollution, which is quite high during the festive season, and the second one is also a stubble burning, which is very prominent during this time of the year. But this year, fortunately or unfortunately, due to the flood, the number of fire stubble burning was quite less comparative last few years. So this means that this year the pollution level is mainly because one of the traffic pollution and the second one is the weather phenomena.
And my colleague Ashutosh Mishra is now joining us from Delhi with all the latest updates. How is the current on-ground situation, Ashutosh, in the national capital, and which are the worst affected areas as far as the pollution level is concerned?
I see as far as the data matrix are concerned, the bordering areas of Delhi. So bordering areas of Delhi with Haryana, with Uttar Pradesh, Anand Vihar again is one of the worst affected. And as we are in central Delhi, before I could just take you around how hazy it is actually looking through the camera. Right behind me is the AQI meter at the inner circle of the Connaught Place. This is heart of Delhi, Litins Delhi, where AQI right now is 195. And which is extremely a poor category of the air quality. And that's, of course, this is being a green zone. We see the PM 2.5 is 195 cubic per meter, whereas PM 10 is 143 cubic per meter. So clearly, as we see the temperature at around 28 degrees Celsius, it is not enough actually to clear the choked ambience, these particles which are suspended in the air. So clearly, as and when there is a high wind speed and topographical, the meteorological factor, you heard Dr. Balayan, the weather scientist, the environmental scientist. So primary reason what it looks like the topographical factor, because of the dipping in the temperature and everything is suspended in the material, including the warm gases, the carbon dioxide, is not enough to clear them up. Subsequent to that, or the dipping in temperature, there is no wind speed. So this time of the month, this time of the year, we every year see, because of there is no wind speed, it takes a lot of time. So until unless there is a natural rain, until unless there is a high wind speed, this will continue to clear. Now, very significantly, what the experts are also saying that they have witnessed less farm fire this year. The farmers have not been burned their residues because there have been large areas in Haryana and Punjab was totally flooded. So clearly, the stubble burning has reduced quite up to 40%. But despite that, we see the heavy number and the concerning, alarming number of the air quality index, which is clearly a phenomena that it is the local carbon emission, which is the vehicular emission. If we are seeing the vehicles are stuck up in traffic jams, particularly last couple of 2-3 days, what we have witnessed, that in the evening areas, the vehicles are choked up for hours. And if you see the thousands of vehicles at different point of choked up, eventually they are emitting carbon, they are emitting CO2, and everything is suspended in the air because late evening, the temperature dipped, those air is not being cleared.
All right,
so
Ashutosh,
all the carbon emission,
thank you for getting us all those details right from the ground in the national capital, where the AQI continues to remain in the poor category for the 5th consecutive day.